obviously there's a Porsche chasing, of course there is.
Is it a GT3?
It's a GT3.
It's a Manti. Out of nowhere.
There's a Manti. Well, little do they know, they have just encountered one of the rarest BMWs on the road.
Wait. Like, he's serious.
Oh, he's got an Nürburgring sticker.
Alright, here we go. This is our DCT V10 M6 Club Sport. A bit of a mouthful, but it gets better. You see, this one's finished in the ultra rare Atlantis Blue. First introduced on the E36, and quite frankly, it looks absolutely stunning on this thing. Adorned in these gold BBS E88s, wrapped in Yokohama AO52s, it screams motorsport. Oh, and I nearly forgot, the AP5000Rs. Now, if you know anything about early 2000s BMWs, putting it very politely, these things do not come with the best brakes from factory. So we've given this car the stopping power it really deserved. Inside, it's all about function over form, even though it is quite flashy. There is no hiding that acid orange half cage, which looks like it came straight out of an M4 GTS. And then, those carbon Kevlar Recaro SPAs, finishing off the Club Sport look perfectly. We started this project back in August last year, building it in 24 hours with our friends, and then taking it to the Portimao circuit in Portugal for our Christmas special. But the DCT swap, well, that story started way before that. Now, the DCT, the transmission, which was one of BMW's finest ideas, it first appeared in the E92 M3, but of course, I probably say this for every BMW fan, it's something we've all wanted for the M6 and the M5 for a long time. The dual clutch setup allows for almost instant shifts. One clutch handles odd numbered gears, and the other clutch even numbered gears. Simple, right? But here's the magic. These clutches work independently, which means you get this seamless flow of power. No interruptions, no hesitation, just pure, relentless acceleration. And here's the thing. The DCT is so good that newer M cars with the more traditional ZF gearbox do not shift as fast anymore. It's not that they're bad, it's just not the same. And BMW's answer is higher torque outputs and, well, a bit of cost saving. Now, here's the real kicker. These V10 M6s came with something less advanced. The SMG gearbox, a single clutch automated manual, a relic from the early 90s made famous by Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. And you've probably heard all of the complaints about this type of gearbox. And when we tried to DCT swap our M6 race car in 2019, well, we failed. It wasn't a lack of trying. We wanted to do it just like BMW intended with the M5 CSL, keeping all the OEM ECUs, thus retaining all the safety systems and normal driving functions. We tried, guys, we really did, but those infamous downshifts just didn't work. At least not how we wanted. But late last year, we cracked it. And today, well, today's the day that we clear up any lingering doubts about this DCT swap. By going to Costco and doing a bit of shopping, I guess. You know, your average everyday grocery run in a car like this.
The roads are so closed today.
The roads are so closed. So it's so loud, shut up. We're doing drivability tests. Oh, that is a lot of camera in my face.
It's alright, I'll hold it further
But that's okay. So drivability tests. You know that 40-minute video that you did on me explaining this car? Nobody seems to know it exists. So we're doing another video on this car of the working as it should. The only slight difference this time to the last time, too many humans can't hear or couldn't hear the downshifts or the upshifts, or just generally the engine and everything working as it should. So we fitted some straight pipes to the car so that hopefully people can hear.
Why is there just everything
going
happening
on
right now?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's learners, there's fucking... What? So we fit some straight pipes. So hopefully... you can hear it now. The spring rates are way too stiff. That is my fault. And these roads are just not the ones. You got like fucking old people driving in the middle of the road and shit. We're going to Costco to just show you people how this works. If this was a stock car,
It'd be quite nice.
it'd actually be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I've ruined it. Oh no, there's a puddle here. We might turn around. Look at it. Look how wet it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. My f***ing fresh paint. Ah! Sorry, old man. Sorry. Oh, the f***ing evil. Yeah, enjoy the show. There's no scripts here, guys. We hope that the car just works as it should. If it doesn't, it's undiluted, it's raw, it is what it is. You get to see it firsthand.
The magician behind the tuning of this car was Peter at TRS Performance, who actually dedicated a number of years to this project.
Is it weird that every time I get in this, I still expect it to not work? Also, so yeah, just imagine this without the suspension, without the stupid exhaust, just a little Eisenman back box maybe.
Yeah.
DCTing your way through the great British countryside. Full lock on the lock stops, perfect.
It's so loud.
It's like trumpets, isn't it? I've got two great big trumpets out the back. We're definitely gonna go the main road on the way back.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I'm not into it.
On a side note, just for clarification, this car's running the OEM ECU's gearbox side and engine side.
You see, like every E-chassis BMW has this place to put your phone.
Yeah.
As the iPhones have gotten bigger, they always
I
fall
know.
out now. they never used to fall out.
No.
Now they fall out.
Now they fall out because they used to be able to fit them like literally in
squeeze
there,
them in,
in
yeah.
between the lid. Imagine it with boost.
No.
Yes.
It's literally too much.
For the people. It's the people's build, I told you this.
Can this gearbox standard take that much power? As in, will the clutches be okay?
Yeah, because the ESS make a 700 horsepower kit for the E92.
Okay. And they don't have to touch the DCT
No,
at all?
literally bolt supercharger on, injectors, tune, off you go.
Okay.
I think they put like a GTS tune, which we already have on this. Oh, wait, that was the double downshift. Yeah, so engine management light. We seem to have it's like a fuel pressure issue. Ed had a quick read online yesterday and he thinks that the fuel pump, the like in-tank buoy,
Could be down.
I think there's only one of them on this, again, on this side.
Yeah.
He thinks it's dying. It's not meeting like target pressures.
She's dying.
So before she fully dies, I think we should fit the spare one from the race car. Seeing as we're not going to use it anyway for the S63. One of my favourite things to do when driving through here is stare at these windows, see what the car looks like. Yes. That roll hard, yeah, no. That roll hard. Does it still roll? Yeah. The gold on that blue, you know. If you can't look at your car, your own car, your little creation, and if you park up and you don't look back, you f***ed it. You have not built the car you wanted. Oh, that shit cold. Full AC, full heating, Apple CarPlay, birth. Engine check light is standard, S85, what do you know? Alcantara steering wheel, boy. Chee! Downshift. So for those small downshifts and the little ones that you've just heard then, it's the standard drive logic from the E92 drags the downshifts lower down the RPM. It's dependent on it's dependent on throttle percentage, brake pedal percentage, etc. as to how aggressive or how quick an upshift or a downshift is. So, because when doing this DCT swap, in our opinion, you shouldn't touch the gearbox mechatronic side of the calibration. You can put your GTS tunes, adjust clutch pressures and all of this, but we think that BMW done a pretty good job. You shouldn't really touch that. So because you leave that, it all works with the drive logic as intended. If you up the revs, throttle percentage, it's going to give you the snaps that you want. When you're off throttle, on the brakes, etc., lower speeds, it's going to drag the clutches up or down ever so slightly so that it feels less jerky and it doesn't feel like you're just bouncing about all over the car, because the idea of it all was for it to be smooth from factory. People keep asking me, does it take the abuse?
What do you mean?
What does what take the abuse? Like, I don't understand the question. Does fitting a factory gearbox to a factory engine work? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Mechanically, everything is from Getrag and BMW. So what's the question? What's the real question?
Yeah.
And no, the software doesn't get tired. The software doesn't overheat. The software doesn't decide one day, I don't want to work today. Look, it works. I'll answer any question, but I must be able to understand it first. As it stands, the only one issue we are having, well, we're not on the road, it was only on track, was that we couldn't keep the gearbox temperatures low enough for it to not give us any issues because of the way that I've routed the gearbox cooling pipework. That doesn't mean that everyone's is the same. It means that the way I've routed it, I can't get the heat from the cats away from the box and the pipework. That is something that we're going to be working on next. It sounds hilarious, doesn't it?
Give it a what? Yeah.
never gets old, does it?
So good.
After stopping for some fuel in Shell, Nuno explained to me one of the quirks of running a DCT gearbox in an M6.
Oh, no, this is good actually. Are you recording? Right, so we have a red cog of doom on the dash. So let me explain this before someone goes, oh my God, there's a red cog, they didn't explain it. DCT has P for park on the E92 dash. SMG, i.e. the V10, does not. It just selects a gear when you turn it off to go into park, and then you must put it to neutral before the engine starts. Because of this discrepancy between one and the other, when it's in park, which this is right now, the clocks on the V10 don't know what to show because it doesn't have a P, and we don't know how to code a P into these clocks. So all it shows you is the red cog of doom. So when I click it into any gear, you will then hear the park disengage, and then you can
It's
drive.
gone. It's gone forever.
Oh, the lock.
Is that how much lock we've got?
Oi, big up 4-pack of Stella though, come on up. What's the time? It is 2:45 p.m. Come on the boys! England! So, ADHD. Back to where we was. I'd like to see how Evolve do away with the red cog of doom when the gearbox is in park. I have a feeling they're not utilising the park function at the minute because this car still has a normal handbrake. I think they're going to rely on that. So as it stands, we're just in D mode. The car's doing its thing. Pop some bangs up in here.
We do need some
The
more.
pop, 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 pop. Boy, look at the dog. Look at the pooch. Obviously there's a Porsche chasing, of course there is.
Is it a GT3?
It's a GT3.
It's a Manti. Out of nowhere, just
Out of
just a
nowhere, there's
Manti
a Manti
GT3.
992. Why is there just a random Manti, just 992?
Why did they just spawn?
They just spawn it. Spawn.
No idea where
Boy,
they-
little do they know, they have just encountered one of the rarest BMWs on the road.
Wait. Are you serious?
Oh, he's got an Nürburgring sticker. Come on, baby. Where you at?
He was not going past, was he?
Oh no! Imagine buying that. This is down on power as well.
This is so bumpy.
Okay, the gearbox is hot. So,
Is it hot already?
yeah, so for anyone wondering, can it handle the abuse? Mechanically, yeah. Fluids wise, no.
No.
So we'll deal with that. Or you could go spend like 160 grand on a 992. Put a fancy Manti sticker on the windscreen.
With your Nürburgring sticker.
With your Nürburgring sticker on the side and your little Spa stickers. And your tints. I like the fact that he was just not getting past. We're like at least 50 horsepower down in some old shit BMW. But, so, things to note. The DCT with the stock diff has much shorter gear ratios. So even though we're down on power collectively, overall, we're in the power band more often than not because of the shorter ratios. And then let's not forget, we're just pulling paddles. It's as easy as throwing another one. You wanted automotive content, there you go. I guess this is what being a YouTuber in America's like, isn't it? You just literally go for a drive
pull up on
and people
someone.
just pull up. People just spawn out of nowhere. The best part about it was he had his missus in the car.
Why you spent all this
Why is the mortgage on the car? What is that blue thing? What is it? Let me park. Fucking old people, honestly, I swear to God.
On another side note, I know there's going to be comments down below. The knocking noise is just brake pad rattle from the APs. It does go away once the brakes actually get hot.
Oh yeah, another reason why this is the E92 Destroyer. Big up Costco. The Mantine 992 GT3 earlier. No, we didn't. That's a lie. Is illegal. Rasan is out. We see a 992 GT3 Manti earlier, and I was waiting for his VTEC to kick in. It just wasn't kicking in. Anyway, this is the greatness of the E63. We've just been at Costco. We've got a whole giant bag of food. We got water. We got water and water. We've got kitchen roll, all the camera gear, and look how much room we still have up in this bitch. This is the King BM. We're just gonna drive home because we have a car full of food, and we're gonna just take it easy. We're gonna drive it
sensible.
We're gonna drive it in D mode. Big BMW, what do you know? Represent. Big love for the homies. Wait, imagine merging onto a motorway at 35 miles an hour.
To ascend.
How am I gonna do a send with all these twats everywhere? Loser and his electric shit. So we got the country lanes, we got the city driving, we got the spirited driving.
We got the motorway.
Now you got the motorway driving. We got the paddle shifting with a mix of the GWS. You've got the drive logic on automatic mode. You've got the gearbox overheating ever so slightly. I don't know what else you guys want from me.
Got variety.
We have a variety of exactly how this works. And once I've rerouted the gearbox, cooler pipe work, or ultimately, when it goes for turbos and we get rid of the stock headers with the big cats. But ultimately, this is all you guys gotta know. You can drive this car for hours, as long as you've got enough fuel in it. For hours and hours and hours and hours, and this is how it works. Why isn't this replicatable for everyone? Just because of the sheer amount of money it costs to make it work. I think hardware you'll probably end up spending, I would have said between £3,500 and £4,000 buying a good second-hand gearbox, oil cooler, routed properly, the right lines, getting the prop shaft done, the right gearbox brackets from BMW so that it all fits as OEM and as intended. And then on top of that, you have the labour for the actual manual conversion. You've got to cut down the excess on the crankshaft. So someone's got to do that. Someone's got to install it all. Someone's got to run the plumbing. You probably want to service the gearbox with fresh fluid and filters as well. So you're at 4,000 in parts. I don't know how many thousands people would want to charge in labour for the mechanical work. Probably 1,500 to 2 grand. You're at 6,000 euro for the embedment engineer for the ECU, and then on top of that, you're however many thousands for the calibration engineer, or in this case for Peter, to want to tune and calibrate the car. And then you've got to find someone that's willing to take on the responsibility of doing the job with a bit of warranty.
15 grand?
It's a 15 to 20 grand swap the way that we've done it. And eventually people are going to use the Evolve option whenever that's ready. Max ECU we know works. Gareth, it looks like the Cyvex is working now. So there's going to be loads of options that will be way cheaper than doing it how we've done it. But we've done it our way, and that's that.
And if you're a fan of old shit BMWs, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and we look forward to reading your comments down below.